welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome, and thank you for watching. So today we're going to be talking about finding our purpose in life, as well as being productive. So, first off, I'm going to start with me letting you guys know my journey and where I'm currently at in life. So, I am currently working, but I was fortunate enough to be able to go casual and be able to make my own schedule, which is what I really been wanting to do. I still want to, of course, make my own money, but focus on my business and becoming an entrepreneur. Does that make sense? So, with that being said, today I woke up feeling amazing. I had the whole weekend off. It's been a very long time since I've had a weekend off. So I had the weekend off. Well, not including I had Friday. So I have had 3 days off so far, which is great. I've had time to rest, make another YouTube video, and just plan, do some planning on what I want my future videos to be about and things such as that. So today, I was able to sleep in, get some rest, but I said, you know what, I'm not gonna just lay around, I'm gonna be productive. So with that being said, I slept in a little bit, I got up, showered, brushed my teeth, then I went to go get lunch. And then after I got me some lunch, I began to plan, what I wanna do this week. What's some goals I want to accomplish, not even just with YouTube, but other things, right? And then once I did that, I began to say, you know what, today I'm gonna, like I promised, start to do a video. It could be something short and sweet, but do something, give some encouraging words, right? So I'm doing that, as well as later I'm gonna go hang out with friends, have some me time, just socialize. And then I think maybe I wanna start back working out, so I'm gonna just do a little workout at home, nothing too much. I may go to the gym, it just depends, but I'm still doing something productive. So I say all of that to say, you just never want to have a day. Well, I'm not going to say you can't have a day where you can rest and, think and meditate and just have some time out for yourself, because it's good to rest. Sometimes you enjoy being in your pajamas all day, resting and not doing anything when you have this very busy, hectic life. Especially if you have kids. I'm sure it's a lot. I don't have kids, thank God. I love kids so much, but I couldn't imagine what my life would be like if I had kids, because I'm extremely busy, So I can't imagine, you know what I mean? So for those with kids and a husband or a wife, it's very good that you have your time where you can have your me time and relax. But still, it's something you don't want to always get in the habit of. It's good even when you're off to still get up, get dressed, and say, you know what, even though I'm off from my job or I'm off from doing this and that, I still need to do something productive. Let me spend some time out planning on what I want to do in the future, or how I need to accomplish my goals, or, make my life better, right? So let's learn to be more productive, and I'm saying that not just to you guys, but to myself. I have to talk to myself before I can encourage you or say anything to you. I don't want to make it seem like I'm just perfect, because that's not the case. I have to constantly motivate myself. Today was one of those days I was like, yes, I can just sleep in bed all day. Remind you, I was off this weekend, but I still was recuperating because last week was hectic. Working, doing overtime, not including, I still was teaching my toddlers at VBS, Vacation Bible School. So, and planning, for my next YouTube video. It was just so much, right? It may not seem like a lot, but it was so much. And on top of that, running errands, getting things done, right? So I finally was able to catch up on rest, and then I went to church yesterday, had Sunday dinner with family, and didn't go to sleep till really late last night. So I wanted to sleep all day, but I said, you know what? No, patience. You need to get up. You need to start planning what you want your next days to be like. And you also need to make that video that you promised your followers you would make, right? Keeping your word is everything. So, with that being said, I think it's been a pretty productive day, and it's going to remain a productive day for me. So, besides that, though, let's talk about our purpose and fulfilling our purpose in life, because that's extremely important, right? But I do understand that sometimes in life, you don't really know which way to go, because let's just be honest. You may think you're on track. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing, fulfilling your purpose, right? And then you realize, wait, maybe that job is not for me. Maybe this is not the way I need to go, right? I've been there, right? So, I know some of my followers, for the most part, is pretty religious, but some may not be, so I don't want to step on anybody's toes. But if you are a believer, I am a believer. If you are a believer, the best way to fulfill your purpose and make sure you're not wasting time and do what God has designed for you is pray. You know what I mean? I've really, I'm not gonna even sit here and flex like I'm just so holy and like I've been good all my life, because I definitely have not. And I found a time where I was very, very confused and just like, what do I need to do? I don't want to waste time. I just need to know what my purpose is. I don't know if I want to go back to school. I don't know if I want to join the service. I don't know if I want to start my business. I don't know. I don't know if I need to do all three, right? So I began to pray and say, you know what, God, at this time, I don't need any distractions. I don't want to waste any more time. I just need to get closer to you. And I believe that once I do that, everything else will fall in place. And I'm beginning to see that that's happening. You know what I mean? Everything is starting to fall in place, but I'm still kind of wondering, okay, am I going the right path? And I think I am. You know what I mean? But I'm still trying to take my time out to pray and fast and seek God. You know what I mean? But with that being said, guys, pray. If you're confused, if you don't know which way to go in life, pray, and God should lead you into that place that you need to be. As well as, not even just that, do what makes you happy. If it's about money for you, if you're at a job because of the money or because this person wants you to be there, that probably most likely ain't your purpose. I'm just saying. I may not be right, but I'm just saying that's what I think. You know what I mean? Do something that makes you happy. That's been my whole thing in life. Like, I'm gonna just be completely honest and put it out on the table. My first job I ever got straight out of high school, I was there for 3 years, a very long time. I thought it was going to be a career for me. Well, you know what I mean? Like, I knew it probably wouldn't be a career, but I felt like it would open the doors for my career, because at the job I was employed at, they actually had benefits to where they would pay a part of your tuition or for you to go to school if you went into the medical field or something like that. So I'm like, yes, I want to go into the medical field. While I'm going to school, they'll be helping me pay for it, along with I can still be working on the side, making my money until I get my career started, right? So I'm thinking that this is going to be something long term. It ended up not being, unfortunately, long term for me. And it was bittersweet. It was kind of like, dang, I've been here for 3 years, good benefits, decent pay for me, and I'm happy here. But then again, I'm not going to lie, like maybe around the 3rd year, I did begin to lose my passion for it, and I was not happy. The job became mentally draining, and that's just not good. I was lacking. I went from it was 2,000 and something people at my job. It was a call center. I ended up being, I was like, for a few months, I was top 5 in the whole center out of 2,000 people. That's very good, right? I was slack. I began to slack, lose my numbers, lose this and that. And I realized, you know what? If you're just not happy, you don't need to be here. Now, don't quit, but try to find something else. Anyways, long story short, I ended up not being employed there anymore. I ended up not working there. I resigned, and I found something else. The pay was a little less, but I began to see, you know what? This makes me happy, and I want to do something more hands-on. I don't want to just be talking to people on the phone, which I'm good at talking. I'm good at doing this and that, and knowing, and what I was doing, because I really don't want to say what the job was, but what I was doing at the time, I was very well educated, when it came to that particular job. Well, I was like, even though I'm good at talking to people, I'm well educated on my job, I just want to be more hands-on. I don't want to just be talking to people on the phone, customers and consumers. I want to be hands-on with my people, whoever I work with, whatever I do. So I found a job where I was really happy, and I was working with clients, you know what I mean? And I began to love it. Well, I came onto another opportunity, and it was like, this is something more so I really wanted to do, and it would have better pay and better benefits. But let's just say I'm not about, how can I say this, downing people or putting businesses down, but this was just not it was a good and bad opportunity. The pay was the best I ever had. It was something I've always wanted to do, but let's just say the manager screwed me over. I came and did the dirty work and tried to help them bring their business back up. Then in return, they tried to tell me it was temporary when, let's just cut to the chase, before I even resigned from the job. Not my first job that I had for 3 years, but the job I got after that, the one that I said was hands-on as a direct support professional. Even though the pay was a little less, I was getting what I needed out of it. It wasn't mentally draining. It was something I liked. Well, I came upon another opportunity, and the lady was telling me, not only will you have better pay, you'll have better benefits, you'll be able to be hands-on, you'll be my right-hand assistant and blah, 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 right? I'm like, well, I don't want to just quit or resign. I love what I do. Are you sure this is permanent? You know, asking questions. Oh, she promised me everything and more. But being the woman that I am, I said, you know what, I'm still not going to just quit because that does not look good. I'm going to resign. Or better yet, instead of just totally putting in my 2 weeks notice and resigning, why not request to go casual? That way I could still work with my clients when I want to and not lose that relationship with them because I love what I do and I love helping people. So I could do that on the side, like on weekends when I'm off, and then Monday through Friday be her personal assistant, right? Making more money, better benefits. So I ended up doing that because she was saying, no, just quit. We need you ASAP. Just quit. That should have been a sign from the get-go. Just quit. You're a professional. You went to school. You got your master's degree, and you're telling me to just quit a job instead of putting in my 2 weeks notice. Oh, we need people. We're so desperate. We fired so many people, which that should have been a sign too. Why did y'all lose all of your staff? Oh, we're from fraud and this and that. Anyways, go there for a month. Help them with their business, bringing everything back up. Help them with invoices, all this stuff. So much going on. So much fraud crap, right? To her coming up to me, well, she didn't have the balls to tell me, but her mother had to tell me, you're a great person, you're beautiful, but we see you love to travel, and we know this job is very hectic, and just not the job probably for you. I know, and we don't know how long it'll be here, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to really get into all the details, but she pretty much was saying it was temporary. I'm like, it's temporary? Well, that's not what they told me from the go. But anyways, being the woman that I am, the classy woman, the woman that no matter what nobody tell me, I still know that I'm that woman and that I am a well-needed person, that I don't have to depend on anybody, and that I'm not that desperate for a job. That's exactly why I went casual, because I already knew, like, it's a possibility this may not be here forever. So, you know, regardless, I'm a strong believer that I'm going to be okay, you know what I mean? So I wasn't going to fuss and fight and do all this. I just walked out there with my head held high. Yes, I felt some type of way in a sense, but I just was like, you know what? That's fine. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm not mad. She's like, are you mad? Absolutely not. Because you're going to realize you lost a good one. And not only that, I'm just going to stun on you guys in the best way. The best way to get back at somebody is success. So thank you, but no thank you. So with that being said, I left there with my head held high. But what was so crazy, it was the day, my birthday was February 13th. I believe it was a Wednesday. Yeah. Next day was Valentine's Day. They were getting on my nerves. They got on my nerves on my birthday. My birthday was perfect, besides when the vice president came and messed up some crap. It wasn't even the CEO. It wasn't even the mom, but the lady who hired me. She just pissed me off. Really made me upset. But I'm not going to even get into that because that was back in February. That's old, but I'm just saying, you know. She came and that whole week was bad for me. But I had already requested to take off that weekend for my birthday celebration, which it wasn't a problem. If it was a problem, you should have told me. Not gave me the okay. But I'm not gonna lie, some other stuff happened that my birthday, that Wednesday, because I think I asked off. Previously, I asked her mom, but her mom made this big thing of where I didn't ask, and it just was a whole bunch of chaos. But anyways, that Wednesday, I had a photo shoot. At 3 o'clock, I got off at around that time. I asked, could I leave a little early? Anyways, it was just so much. Her mom had said yes, right? But, so I left, but supposedly she didn't run it across her. I don't know, but the lady was texting me at my photo shoot with all this bogus stuff. But my whole thing is, if something is wrong, why not run it across your mom? And if she's saying something else, it's a problem, well, like a grown-up would do, like a boss would do, like a professional person would do, let's take time out, and when you come in, or once your photo shoot is over, let's take time out and have a meeting. Let's talk, or when you come in tomorrow. It was none of that. She just kept fussing back and forth, and I said, look, it happened, you know, like, okay, tell me either I'm written up, I'm fired, or we're going to get over this, but all the back and forth, well, your mom said this, well, this ain't true, are you lying? You know, just all that is immature and it's too much. I'm at my photo shoot and you're not gonna mess up my birthday. So it just became a whole big mess, and I came into work Thursday, not a word was said. She told me we would talk. We didn't talk. I said, hey, do you want to talk? She said, no, it's fine, just you can go finish answering phone calls and filing papers and doing invoices. I'm thinking everything is A-okay, because maybe she talked to her mom. Her mom came in, gave me a hug. Hey, sweetie, all this, all that, you know, blah, 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 blah. Like nothing had happened. Okay. Friday was when I was going on my little vacay, right? I come in to get my check and gave me a hug, oh, have fun, and all of this and all of that. And her mom said, hey, before you go, I want to talk to you. I thought it was have a good trip, you know, once you get back, we need to talk business. But yeah, I thought it was going to be like, once you come back from your vacation, we need to focus and not let this happen again, or, you know, whatever. It was none of that. It was, yes, you're so beautiful, and I know that this job is very frustrating, and you're coming in here cleaning up our dirty work, and we don't even know how long we're going to be here, and all of this and all of that. I didn't know it was going to be all of that, right? Anyways, it ended where I wasn't there, employed there anymore. She was like, oh, no, I said, wait, are you firing me? Like, you know, like, and I'm very prideful. That's my whole thing. Like, I've never been fired, none of that. She was like, no, I'm not firing you. I'm just, she was like, you're just being laid off. This is temporary. No, your daughter told me this was permanent, and you didn't give me a legitimate reason of why I'm being laid off. Oh, you're not going to be fired. We don't want to mess up you getting another job. We want you to drop for unemployment, and you can still travel and have fun. I'm like, I'm not a young adult who likes to get handouts and live off the government, and that's not even living off the government. Some people really need, but yes, some people really do draw from unemployment and really need it, and that's understandable. I'm not saying that's taking advantage of the government, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying I had no reason to draw for unemployment. I'm one that likes to make my own money and work, right? So I'm thinking, lady, you're trying to make this sound good, and it's not. I'm not one that likes to, you know, take advantage of people and draw for unemployment. I have no reason, I have no need to, right? So she's just trying to make it sound good, which really I should have went to court and took them to court for that, but it's kind of would have been hard to fight the case because I recall signing paperwork before I started about, you know, being under a 90-day grace period and how you could be fired at any time. And let's just be honest, it's a CEO, a vice president, and a president, meaning they were my bosses, which means it's their business. They're the founders of the business, blah, 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 blah. So I couldn't, you know, really do too much, which is fine. It really wasn't worth it. I was there for 90 days. And remember, my last job, I went casual instead of resigning, which was smart. So I was able to go back there full-time. So after that, I went back to my other job, and then I found a better opportunity. Same job, being a direct support professional, dealing with clients, helping people, but better pay, right? So I was just doing both. And then I began to see like, okay, I'm working full-time here, and casual here is kind of too much. And at the new job, I could pick up many hours as I wanted. Now that happened in April. So I ended up resigning, unfortunately, from the other job as a DSP, and then I start working at my new job full-time, and I've been there since, and I love it. Awesome, you know, great job. But now I'm casual there because I want to focus more so on my business and YouTube, right, and make my own schedule. But I said all of that to say I've been very, very busy, and it's been a crazy year, but great year. Well, year, yeah, all around, because not even just this year, but the ending of 2018. So it's been crazy, and I've been kind of jumping here, jumping there. So that's just kind of an example of me, you know, like trying to find my purpose and what I really want to do, and how life is so crazy, but I'm still going to remain humble, happy, and striving for excellence, and fulfilling my purpose and learning my way and finding my way through life. I'm not going to give up, and I'll never be one to not have a job. I'm going to work. You hear me? I'm going to work. So, that's another thing. It's not really that good to, I would say, to job hop, you know what I'm saying? I know I did that a lot this year, but I was at least, like, it wasn't like every week or every month she got a new job. No, I was there for months. The only job that I was there for only 1 month was as an office assistant. I'm not going to say the company. And they screwed me over, and they actually, one of the ladies tried to reach out to me, the lady who hired me, because I know her, and that's how I even got the job. But, you know, no, you're not going to use me, because she tried to connect me with somebody, or a friend of hers. Nope. Oh, you're very classy and pretty. I think you'll be a good, not role model, but a good friend of hers. She just moved here, and she needs to Meet up with some good people. No, you're not going to use me for your dirty work. It's always to come help you or something you can get out of it. I think not. And the best way of not going off on her, I just decided, no, I just want to talk to you. For what? You still owe me an apology. You still wasn't woman enough to tell me that you no longer needed me. You need your mom to clean up your dirty work. But yeah, I just felt like it just was unnecessary because I feel like as a grown woman, and not even just as a woman, as an entrepreneur, as a boss, somebody that should be professional, that's been in the world for quite a bit with a degree, as my boss, you should have been able to be a woman and come to me and tell me, express your feelings, not get somebody else to do your dirty work. But that's another topic for a different day. And I don't want to veer off. I don't want to step on nobody's toes, and I want this to be a completely positive conversation, right? With that being said, I have my lovely mocha right here. So what's crazy, I actually went to McDonald's for lunch, right? But my grandpa got it for me. I paid him and he went in for me, right? Because I wasn't dressed at that time yet. I still had on my pajamas, and they got my order wrong. But what's crazy, I can't blame it on them. I don't know if it was them or my grandpa. It doesn't matter. I like caramel frappes. That's the only type of frappe I get at McDonald's. This is like a mocha frappe, but it's super yummy. So I'm not even mad. It's really, really good, right? And then just got some fries and double cheeseburger. I said, make sure my fries were fresh. It wasn't fresh, but it was still good. So hey, I ain't gonna complain. I ain't gonna complain because my mocha is on point and my food was good. Other than my fries not being fresh. But hey, whatever. Not gonna bash anybody. But anyways, let's not veer off. But yes, so after all the bogus stuff, I realized that, you know what, Patience, and I had a good talk with my dad, maybe you're going about things the wrong way. You're doing everything your way. You can't do everything your way. So I began to seek God, pray, and say, you know what, God, whatever you have for my life, that's what I want. I don't want to waste no more time with anything, especially a career. I don't want to waste no more time. And more than anything, I want to be in your will. And also, I want to do what makes me happy. And I want to work for myself. I'm tired of working for people. I know I'm only 23, but I'm tired of working for other people, making other people rich. That's the problem, right? So, I feel like YouTube is my purpose. One of my purposes. I know it's not just YouTube. I know it's way more things that I need to accomplish as well. And I'm not going to really get into that. You guys will just see in the future what's going to unfold, right? But I definitely know that this is where my heart is at. I like to talk. I love being on camera. And I like to motivate people. So I feel like this is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So make sure that you do what makes you happy. That's the number one thing. Well, I ain't going to say the number one thing. The number one thing is make sure that you're fulfilling your purpose, the purpose that God created you for. 2, do what makes you happy. Don't just think about the money. That's one thing about me. I don't just think about the money. I do what generally makes me happy. It's not just about money. It's not just about doing it because other people is doing it. Work somewhere that makes you happy. And that's kind of another reason why I switched so many jobs over the last few months, because I wasn't happy. Now I'm happy. I'm doing something that makes me happy. And it's not even just about the money at this point. When it comes to money, you can save. You can eventually get to that place where you're making the money you deserve and the money you want. But more than anything, do what makes you happy. You could be making 6 figures and hate the job. You're not going to really succeed. You're not going to go hire in the company if you really hate what you do. Honestly, let's just be honest. You can start off somewhere where you actually love it. You're putting your all into it, and then here you go, you're getting promoted. You're making more income, right? You're getting better at what you're doing. So that goes back to say, do what makes you happy. So remember, let's be productive in everything we do. You may not be at the place you want to be. You may not be at the job you want to be. You may not be doing what you want to really do in life, but still remain positive and be productive. Find something entertaining to do. Find something productive to do. Don't just be lazy. Don't just make excuses. Find your purpose. If you're struggling on how to find your purpose, pray. See God. Plan. What do I really like to do? What makes me happy? What is really needed in our community? What is something we don't really have here? What's a business that I could start and be making a lot of bank, a lot of money from? Right? I know for me growing up, I really wanted to be in the medical field because I like to help people. That job is always going to be needed. Somebody's going to need medical attention, right? And also the pay is good. I understand I did say don't think about the pay. I'm saying that shouldn't be the first thing on your list. Yes, you want, of course, get paid what you're worth and be able to provide for your family and live a comfortable life, I'm sure, so you can spend money on things you want to spend once you finish paying bills and taking care of your responsibilities, right? But that shouldn't be the main reason you're there. You want to be happy. So be happy. Think about something that is needed. And then also you want to get paid what you're worth. So that's why I wanted to be in the medical field, which that's still a goal of mine, and I am going to accomplish it as well. But right now I'm focused on my business, YouTube, and just being happy, right? So I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about being productive and fulfilling your purpose. Something short and sweet. Well, I really wouldn't say short, but definitely nothing too lengthy like it was yesterday, right? I'm going to try to not be too long because why? People don't really want to watch really long things. I know I don't. Nothing more than, 30 minutes. But thank you guys for watching. I will be back to post another video tomorrow, so stay tuned. And thank you for, believing in me and watching my videos. It's definitely the beginning for us, but I'm new to this, but definitely true to this, and it's only going to get better content, better videos, more interesting things. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all look at my little dress. Something simple and plain, got my hair in a ponytail. Ain't doing too much today. Yeah.